This is Suspenders Unbuttoned, a podcast where friends talk with friends about TV, movies, and books. Hi, welcome to Suspenders Unbuttoned. Today we're excited to have Kevin McGarry on our podcast.
Hey!
Hey!
Welcome!
I was just hanging out backstage. I didn't know there was like a backstage area in this.
You're
We're really cool like that.
Yeah, you guys
makes
laid
us
out.
really cool.
There was a nice spread back there. It was really nice.
It's awesome.
It's a green room.
Thank you for being here. We're obviously fans.
Thank
So
you.
you
I
know-
honestly, I'll just open up though with saying thank you guys so much for all like the promotion and the good vibes you guys send out there. You know, I'm not. I could be on social media.
Oh,
more. I think it's good to kind of have a healthy relationship with that. But when I am on, I see the stuff you guys do, and I'm just I am very grateful and gracious to be able to have you guys in my life and promote the things that I do. So thank you very much. I want to open up with saying that.
Oh, well, you're welcome. You know, we're in it for the fun of it. Like, we've made some friends,
Yeah,
and
I hope so.
we have a little fun. I never planned on running like a fan account for you.
But it's been a lot of fun.
But it's been
great.
so
And
fun.
where did Suspenders Unbuttoned come from?
I don't know
What
where
is
it
that?
came
Oh, all right. This is
Yep.
a loaded question.
That is a loaded question.
Okay, I'll tell you. Do you really want to know, or are you just being?
Yeah.
polite?
Well, yeah, I know.
All right. So we all met in like a Team Nathan
Wow.
Facebook group, and we sort of became friends. And when season 8 ended, the big group that we were in shut down, and we kind of
shut down.
Yeah,
it
there
shut
were
down completely.
6,000
Like,
people in
I
that
don't
group.
know, 6,000 or 8,000 people strong.
What happened?
What?
Did you see the
What?
end of season?
I think you know what happened.
Well, I know what happened, but why did the thing shut down?
I don't
You
know.
just could have renamed it.
We were
Could have
not
renamed it.
in charge of that group, so I don't know.
I
But
see.
we do have a couple of the administrators that were running that group on our team now. So we
Mhm.
kind of opened a group
Oh,
for
Side group.
fun. Yeah, like a side group, and it grew, and we were on Instagram, and we just kind of were having fun with it. So Suspenders Unbuttoned, we used to be called Hope Valley Suspenders. Because we loved the suspender look. We thought it was really fun. We've had Barbara on, and we thought,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
it was fun to see Nathan casual
Yeah.
dressed down.
You know what?
So
He's
it was
always
like
wearing
a-
suspenders. It keeps the
Yeah.
jonipers up. Even when I'm not in the I'm always
Right?
in suspenders.
It was kind of like a joke, and I don't know. We changed our name to Suspenders Unbuttoned because we kind of like switched our focus. And then obviously that one scene with the unbuttoned Surge was like broke the
Yes.
internet.
Yeah.
So
I had
it
to
kind
fight
of
for
was our
that, by
joke.
the way.
You had to-
Anytime we want to unbutton the Surge, it's like, well, I don't know. Can we? Is this? I'm like, yeah, like he doesn't. Every now and then, it's gonna have to be done. Do
He's
it up or
gonna have
whatever.
to take it off.
You have to
Yeah,
put it
and it
on.
is exactly, and it's a bit of a sexy look too. And you like undo the the collar
Yep.
a little bit and open it up. So yeah, it is. It's a big thing though when that thing gets unbuttoned.
When
Of
it's
course.
not.
It had.
I mean,
It
I'm
needs
pretty sure you
approval.
broke Twitter that night. So
Right.
Wow.
Right. It needs approval because it's official, right?
Yeah. And that whole scene, this is the scene where like he takes his thing
Yeah.
off
Yeah.
and
You know
and
the scene.
so that Aaron and I kind of created that. That it wasn't fully written that way. Like kind of doing up the the thing. Like that was all kind of found in the moment, which was a lot of fun. That's
Right.
one of the great things kind of work with Aaron is she's so open a lot of the time to be like, hey, let's try this. Hey, let's see if this works.
Yeah.
well, it felt so different than what we had ever seen
Right.
on the show before that it was like,
Yeah.
what is happening? Are we PG now and not G? Like, whoa.
Clearly we are
Yeah.
now. But
Well, I mean, yeah.
We're suspenders unbuttoned now.
yeah. And then I don't know if you've
Catherine,
noticed
record that.
we're not the normal account that's out there in Hallmark. We're maybe a little unbuttoned.
What's the normal? What's the norm though? I prefer the non-normal.
They're a little sleepy.
Yeah. This one's more.
Like I said, we're in it for the fun. So like we're just having fun. We're whatever.
That's
more
cool.
unbuttoned. A
Yeah.
little more
all in good fun.
More unbuttoned, more fun.
It is
100%. Yes. It
That's
sort
great.
of became a joke. So we went with it and it's working.
Yeah.
Hey, we got you on the podcast.
And here we are.
Yeah.
I know.
Right?
I'm happy this could happen. And I know you guys were reaching out a little bit before and just scheduled whatever, but I'm really happy that we were able to make this work out.
Yeah.
And you were able to talk to Kayla too. You talked to Kayla last week, which was
we
really
did.
nice. Yeah.
She's lovely. And she dropped a great.
Yeah, she's all right.
Yeah, she's all right. We love talking to her, and she dropped us a great Easter egg that
What'd she say?
the Best Buy look.
Oh yeah, right. I did see that. That is how quickly you guys did that. It's pretty insane.
I can do
And
this.
also,
That was Julie.
I can make Canva work.
Love at the Best Buy now could be a for sure new Hallmark movie. That is insane. When you actually put the Best Buy behind me in the
Catherine.
Go ahead and tell him.
No, okay. Catherine and Brennan. Brennan, who's in the top chat over here, lives across the street from that. She's also in the Twin Cities here. Best Buy is a Twin Cities company. They literally went to the headquarters yesterday in the storm and took pictures.
Wow. Wow.
But
That's dedication. It is. It was super funny. Very funny.
Right. Well, that's again, we're in it for the laughs.
Right. There's maybe more coming in the future, closer to the movie. They maybe went to a large Best Buy then, which is right there
man.
too.
I can't wait to see more.
They'll be coming. You'll get tagged.
Great. Good. We all better get a cut. We better get a cut from Best Buy for this. I think it'd be nice.
Right?
All the free promotion we're giving them.
You could be like their new Best Buy guy.
I think there's a Geek Squad shot coming too, maybe from the hospital.
You don't want me hanging your TV on the wall though. I don't know if I.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Exactly. Gotta go on the floor.
Oh goodness.
Are we going to talk about his movie, or are we just going
to? Yeah, let's go.
We're here to talk about Best Buy.
Best Buy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about Feeling Butterflies. Like that is going to break the internet as well because you and Kayla.
Yes, are in a movie together.
Hashtag
we Kevla. That's nice. That's nice. I've seen that.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You've been on a TV show together for so long, so I think it was only time to do a movie together.
Yeah, but
I think she. Yeah, that's what I think. She told you a little bit about it already, right? Just kind of the synopsis of it, that she plays this butterfly. I don't know what we call it, farmer, or this idea that she releases them at parties or weddings or whatnot, and she comes and it opens up with her releasing one at my character his daughter's birthday, and
Garrett,
there's a bit of a spark. Garrett. Then there's a bit of a spark there, but then at a party completely adjacent to Garrett's is another butterfly person who has a company.
Competitive feels.
And it's a small town. Go figure. There's two butterfly people in one town, and so they both have kind of like a butterfly off, which I think is the first time we've ever seen this in cinematic history. The butterfly off.
And ever.
And I haven't seen this, but I can only imagine what it looks like, and I really hope it's great. But they're both like just dumping butterflies, looking at each other. So again, I think this is a first. Yeah. And then Kayla's or what is her name in the
Emily.
Emily gets an opportunity to kind of release these, I think, like 1,000,001 butterflies at this kind of Paris Hilton-y social social magnet. I don't know, what are they? Not magnet.
Some large event.
Yeah. And at this woman's wedding, and she needs my help because I'm super rich, I am rich, but it has nothing to do actually with that. He's got his own.
Wait, we
thing that
get
he's
two
on
rich
with.
characters in a row.
Right?
I only play rich.
You
That's-
No,
only
you
play
don't.
No, no.
rich characters
It's a
that wear
stretch.
Best Buy blue.
Yeah. Couldn't you tell he's rich? He owns Best Buy. He, no.
Actually, no, who
He-
does?
so-
But
Yeah, I didn't know that it was a Twin City company. There are
Yeah.
so many companies that are twins.
Yeah.
It's yeah. That's a quite the place. So anyway, so he helps her, kind of gets into her life a bit. They kind of bond a little bit. She's really great with his daughter. He's got kind of his own kind of thing going on, which gets outed during the movie. But they work together, and they have to go up against this rival butterfly company. And I won't tell you what happens, but it's a showdown,
We'll never know what happens.
and
Never
there's
get
butterflies.
what could
I can
possibly
picture, like,
happen?
the spark. It's like you're doing butterflies and your hands touch.
Yeah.
and the
There,
Uh-huh,
that might have
You
happened.
gotta help.
That might have happened. There was a lot of hold the finger out and then a butterfly. And honestly, the amount, I didn't know butterflies could be trained so well. We shot, I think some of it CGI for sure, but we actually had this butterfly wrangler on set, who just walked around with a big, basket of butterflies, and you just kind of hope for the best. All right, release them, and hopefully they fly in your hand. So yeah, and Kayla got a whole bunch of monarch knowledge out of this thing. So yeah.
And costuming too. She got a whole bunch of butterfly costuming out of that.
Oh, you always take the costumes. That's why you do the movies. You just
Right.
you should see all the Best Buy shirts I got out of this. It's great.
I was gonna
I don't
say,
pay for a
I
thing
hear
when
that
I
you
go to
got
Best Buy.
some plum suits out of the deal. Of your
Oh, yeah.
last movie.
So I was talking to the head wardrobe, the head costume
Geraldine.
on that Geraldine.
Yeah.
You guys did
we had her on. She's lovely.
She is lovely. She's great, and she's got great taste. And she
does.
she dressed me really well for that movie, and
Yeah,
I
she
kept
did.
that plum suit. It was
Yeah,
so good. It's in my closet right now. But and she's like, here we go. This might, I don't know. It's like we'll see how this works. And yeah, it was a good one. It looked
No,
really
that
good.
was good. I got to make some great edits out of that. The Professor Plum in the kitchen.
Yes, I saw that.
Did you?
I saw that.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, the minute I saw it, I'm like, oh, this is Professor Plum. We're going with it.
I'd love to do a Clue reboot.
That'd be so much fun.
Yeah, there's a Tim Curry, a Clue movie, right? They did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Oh no, right?
So-
To play
But can we do
characters.
a Clue murder mystery comedy?
Oh.
Well, I think that's what Clue is it not? Is it not?
I mean, I guess it is. Yeah, you're
comedy?
right. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
So let's reboot that.
Let's
Right.
do it.
Start the petition. We
So
need
did
we
you-
need to get more.
Yeah. Did you get any butterfly stuff out of the butterfly movie, or you're just Best Buy guy?
Well, we took all the butterflies. We took them all when we left. No, I just took all the Best Buy stuff. Yeah, I don't pay for a thing at Best Buy now. I just put that on. I walk around and I say, "Oh, I'm just gonna take this in the
Move
back."
this.
Yeah. So it's done great things for our living room.
Yeah.
We have
Lots
the
of
best
butterflies.
of the best.
Yeah.
Lots of butterflies. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. No,
And
it comes out March 12th,
12th.
I think. 12th.
Well,
Yeah,
mhm.
are you gonna
Wow.
could you at least do 2 tweets that day?
If I can get to my phone, I'll give you two. One of them's going to be a GIF because I'm that lazy.
Right.
Well, it's gonna be
And-
Office or Friends.
Right.
The Friends is so good. And you know what? That I'm Fine really took off, didn't it?
Yeah.
The I'm Fine
Well,
one.
we did. Well, yeah, we did a little video about that.
It was fun.
Really? On what? What happened in the video?
It's on our Insta. It's on our
No, we just
post.
did Ross. Yeah, you can go look. Kayla saw it.
All right. Let's check it out.
It's on our post. You can find it. It's
We
probably
used
one
it
of
as our announcement to say you were coming on.
We were fine.
Oh, I did see. I saw you say, I'm
Yes.
fine.
Fine. Fine.
Oh,
Yes.
fine.
Fine.
Totally fine.
Totally fine. Well, your last tweet is Batman slapping Robin, so feel free to update that.
That was basically Nathan's,
whole entire
Yeah.
season, wasn't it?
Yeah, the whole thing. Right there.
He really got one right across the face.
Yeah.
Every episode.
Yeah. It honestly, it was like, oh.
Yeah, every episode you're like, okay, we'll just leave that there. Feeling butterflies, you're going to need something with a different tone to it.
Yeah. I guess we'll see what the next movie happens. What animal shows up in the next one?
Yeah, right.
Feeling tigers or something like that.
I don't know.
Cool.
You need to tweet something for Feeling Butterflies with Kayla, though.
I'm not a great tweeter. I feel like we know.
No shit, no.
Yeah, you're right.
We noticed.
Yeah. There's just so much social media. I mean, I could. Yeah, okay. I'll try to tweet more. I guess we got some stuff coming up.
Well, for this movie, at least throw out a couple. You can pre-load them.
Because we want you to get good ratings.
That's true. Right. And also, for all the promotion you did for the wedding bell, it did really well, that movie. So thank you for.
I mean, we've known about that for a while. I think you mentioned that at the Hallmark podcast or something. You mentioned you're working with Lacey, so
Yeah, that would have been like really new at that point. I think I would have been like, we just would have been. I might have just got the offer or something like that point.
So it was no shock like that you and Lacey paired together would be a big deal. But were you surprised at the numbers?
Oh yeah, I think we all were. It was it's when you do any Hallmark movie that's not Christmas themed.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how it's going to go. I mean, Christmas is their Super Bowl, and they know how to do it, and that's when the most of the eyes are on that network. But after that, it's kind of like a roll of the dice, and and you can see, I think right now too in the movies that they're doing, that they're starting to kind of expand a little bit away from kind of just the romance focus. Like they're trying to kind of get into, like, this one has a bit more to do with like sisterly love, right? It's a trilogy of the three women as they all find love, but love is not like, it's not always the forefront in all these movies kind of going forward. It's still important part of it, but it's not the forefront. So they're really kind of changing things up, which is really, exciting to be part of a network with it that's like looking to like, okay, well, let's see how we can do the same but different, or
so one of the podcasts, sorry Julie, one of the podcasts you mentioned fighting for something that made the movie worth doing. So was that the accent?
I said that?
Yes, you said that. So everybody wants to know. We've had so many messages wanting to know.
I said fighting for something that made the movie worth doing.
Yeah, because you were talking about how these are Hallmark movies. So you want to kind of challenge yourself or make it worth your while doing these little Hallmark rom-coms. So was that what you were fighting for?
Well, it was one of the things. Yeah, I definitely was like, I think that we should all have one if we're from Boston, or we should figure out where we are.
We can talk about that later because I live 40 minutes from Boston. So I'm excited to talk about that.
I'm gonna say though, she's gonna be your friend. You've got a friend in Sarah on the Boston accent.
I do.
Good. I mean, essentially, I did. I was definitely like, oh, I think you should have it. I think it helped his character a bit because, he was supposed to be kind of, blue collared, and then they kind of came in money. So I thought it would help out. And, I asked, and then they were like, okay, we'll think about it. And we kind of went back and forth a bit, and, I kind of found it a little late. They were like, yeah, no, if you want to do it, you can do it. I was like, okay, I'll just have to go through this. But it just added another level, to kind of, the storytelling, which was great. And moving forward, not just with like external kind of things like that, I think Hallmark is interested in adding more comedy or more drama into these things, which is going to be really great. I mean, some projects that they're looking at in the future is exciting and new in a way. I mean, again, they're still clearly telling, stories about love, but the way they do that is starting to change a little bit, or they're starting to lean into other elements of that story. The rom-com, for one, I'm a big fan of bringing back. I think comedy sometimes can be pushed into these things a little bit more than they are. And so I'm kind of pushing for one to do, but we'll see. But yeah, they're open to kind of diversity in all aspects of the movies right now.
I think that's fun. I think one of the fan favorite moments was like when you drop the fork. when you ask like, well, when's the wedding, in the wedding veil, and you drop the fork, and she's like, oh, 3 weeks or 4 weeks, and like people
we had to make her believe that like for the whole movie he keeps thinking that she's engaged. The one that one of the ones that Beth, the executive producer, thought of was the catching the bouquet too. That was fantastic. Like, that happened like on the spot. Beth was like, I think Kevin should catch it and then hand it to her. I think it'd be, and it was great. Yeah,
but that was a great moment that you got it and then gave it to her, because it followed up with the line that I'm not afraid of it. So
yeah. No, it worked out really well. But again, that's what's so fun about movies half the time, that a lot of this stuff, at least for me, kind of happens. You just kind of open on the day, to new ideas or to trying something new, and that was just a great example of something that wasn't written. It was like, oh, what if we did this, and it worked out really well. And even that whole thing was fun, because I think that was that the scene where like I'm slowly figuring out that I was wrong the entire time, and that was a fun one.
That was after that scene.
Yeah, that's a great scene, the back and forth between you and Lacey. I love that. I love at the end she's like, what
what do you think's going on? Why do you have a wedding veil?
You always, what did he say? Would you always travel with a wedding veil?
Yeah. Just a grown woman walking around with a wedding veil.
We all do that.
Who's the crazy one here, really?
I probably have a wedding veil like right in the closet, but that's okay.
Well, we know you
get it out.
It's my daughter's. So, but it's funny because you don't just carry around a wedding veil, so that's it was a great premise, and it's interesting that the wedding veil goes through all 3 movies. That's fun. And speaking of the third movie,
it's actually your movie is probably on right now,
right?
They're really playing those things right now, huh?
They're doing all 3. They're doing all 3, running right into tonight.
Is the third one coming out on Saturday?
Tonight
is Saturday. I am so bad with days. You're right. Today is Saturday. It's tonight. It's coming out today. Check it out.
So we saw clips from Entertainment Tonight and at least one promo picture with you and Victor Webster. So clearly you're in that.
Great guy. Great guy, by the way. I met him on that movie. I guess I'm in it. They didn't superimpose me in that from like another. They digitally took me out of the first.
They didn't just say like, "Oh, Peter's talking to my uncle."
Yeah, exactly. No, I think clearly with Autumn's movie, I mean, they were actually in Italy, and the world was in a certain state, so they couldn't get us all there. But this one, it was kind of back on Canadian soil, and things kind of lined up where it was all. It worked out, so maybe I'll show up for a little bit. I mean, it's not my movie. It's Allison and.
Do you think we get more than one scene?
Yeah.
Guess you gotta watch and see.
You gotta tell everybody. So
tonight.
I can't tell anybody. You gotta tune in. Tune in and check it out. Make those wedding.
We know you're in the wedding scene, so everybody at least watch the end of it.
At least make it to the wedding.
You think the wedding will be at the end? Will this one be longer than 20 seconds?
I don't know. It was a quick wedding, wasn't it? It was on ours. It was a super quick wedding.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you actually watch it though, Kevin?
Yes.
I don't believe you.
I watched enough of it. I watched parts of it. I'm not a huge. I don't. I think what I like so much about this is kind of the stuff on the day. Like, and I like going there and I like working in a collective with people. And I can watch, dailies, and I can see if the things worked or not while we're kind of watching them on the monitors. I've watched When Calls the Heart more than anything else I've done, because of the tweeting. Because I watch it.
You
didn't tweet.
I did the slap. I did the slap tweet, and I did the I'm fine tweet.
You did like one of my tweets. I remember the punching bag tweet.
That was a good tweet.
Yeah.
And I tweeted more for When Calls the Heart than I've tweeted for anything
forever
in my life. So
both of the tweets.
give me that at least.
Right. You got to tweet something for butterflies. That's where we're setting the bar.
I'm just gonna repeat that Batman tweet. Everything.
Well, I hope that's not how it goes. I hope you get the girl.
Maybe.
She's a nice
Maybe.
girl.
Maybe the butterflies do. Who knows? You
think
gotta
she's
check
Maybe
great.
the
it out.
butterflies do.
Right. Right. No, right. And then the wedding veil. How was that to work through something that went through multiple movies? How did that feel different than doing another movie?
Yeah, well, it's funny. The first one that Lacey and I did, it was so long ago because we did it essentially, with COVID restrictions and everything got in the way of them doing they were supposed to be a lot more chronological than shooting more chronological than they were. But there was like big gaps between a couple of them. And like we shot that one at the beginning of 2021, and it came out, what was it, January 2022? Like a lot of them don't
And they
have
just finished
that
the
much
third
long.
one recently.
And they just and then that one's out. So I mean, the editors were pretty fast on these on the Hallmark movie. So it was so weird to kind of shoot and have 8-9 months of of the editing for our movie. How was it to work on it? That was
just when you're doing question? Like you're jumping into a third movie and it's still like the same people sort of.
Yeah. Oh, do you mean how was it to work on with Victor and Alton?
Well, and just like to do something that's 3 movies in a row. Like we've never seen that on Hallmark before.
Yeah, I think honestly, it didn't feel different than anything, but it was great to be part of something new. Do you know what I mean? Anytime that you can be part of something new when they're trying to bend the envelope a little bit, it was great. Like, I mean, they are still very much their own movies to each of themselves. Like the through line is the women. But it was great, it was great to be featured in them and talked about it in each movie. But our standalone one, I mean, Lacey and mine, like it felt very much like our movie. At that time, it wasn't like, the trilogy. So it kind of kicked everything off. And Lacey was just so great to work with too. I mean, she really is a professional at what she does. She's been doing it for so long.
Right. Grew up watching her,
Yeah. Yeah. Me too. I mean, yeah. Mean Girls. Like it was
of course, yeah.
Huge.
Incredible. And she's so funny and she's warm and lovely. And yeah, it was really great.
Yeah, she is lovely. She will message us through our messenger with thank yous for anything put up and stuff. She's lovely. It's fun to watch these people really work through the social media and they engage that way.
She got told she doesn't do enough social media either. She told me, she's like, I gotta be on Twitter more.
Like,
and she's killing it now. Now she's doing a great job. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beat me up.
This is a big deal for her. Yeah.
So she's been very engaging. We see it from our side. It's interesting for me to watch. You watch professionals in where I do something completely different, and then you watch kind of the same type of people in a different setting. So it's very interesting for me to watch and see how they work that. So no, she's lovely. I love the vision that she had for these movies too.
Especially because we know it's nothing like the books.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was based on book. I don't think it was based on.
We read the books and we did a book club.
Was it based on those books?
No.
Was it based on books, or did you just have the title like that book?
Yes, but the only thing in the book is the veil.
Yep.
Like everybody's name is different. Like your character is named Nick. You're Nick. It's like an Italian from Texas.
And the second one. Wait, an Italian from Texas?
Yes.
Yeah, which I was like.
Right? He's got a big Italian family and
from Texas. So you're like
he's rich. He's
cowboy named Nick, not Peter. Not Peta.
He's a cop.
Peta.
He's a cop.
I should have done an Italian Texan accent.
Well, we have a lot of Italians around, so you could have done an Italian sort of Boston. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
put them all together.
Boston, but yeah.
Well, there's so many Boston ones too. I mean, that was to find the right, girl.
And nobody really. I'm just gonna say it. You started with the accent, and I was texting like, "No, don't do it. Don't do it." It's the worst accent ever, right?
I think it's very charming.
The worst accent to have. ever. I
She
hate
did.
it on
100%.
screen. Even when Matt Damon is doing it, I hate it.
It's super
Because
cool.
I very consciously tried to not have one my whole adult life.
Why? Everybody would think you were like the coolest person. Like, whoa, get like,
No.
you walk into a bar and you're like,
My dad
a
has a
bar
little bit
attendant.
more of one and my brother, because they work in the city in Boston. So, but I was just talking to him today, and he's like, nobody really he's like, Hollywood overdoes it. It's not really like that anymore. Of course, you've got like your core people.
There's pockets
There's
where
pockets
it's
that are going to
there.
do it, and then like there's loads of accounts that I even follow for New England, with the big accent. But in general, it's just like it throws out. Like honestly, Catherine made us a clip for Kayla's podcast, and it's me saying something, and I'm like, oh my god, you can hear my accent. Like I try really hard not to show it. But Kevin, you did a good job. I think you did a really good job as somebody that lives in the area. It's been like whatever people think, they're talking about it. So it's been a really good thing. Like you are all over all the Hallmark accounts and all their groups, and
for better or worse.
Yes.
It's I get it. I mean, you can't just, an accent is such a personal thing, and especially one that, yes, like the Boston one, that would be, like you said, so overdone in Hollywood, but also just has become hybrids too, depending on what part of Boston you're from, or so like one of Kayla's friends is married to a guy from Boston, and whether or not they say they have the accent, you can always hear like a little bit, and then when they go home, then it comes out a bit more.
Oh gosh, yes. So like if you're out with people from your area, it's going to come out. You're drinking, it's going to come out. You're nervous about something, it's going to come out. Like, but it's not always super. It's not every word you say. It's going to come out at the end of your sentence, or like, so I think you did it. Like people have been talking a lot about how, it's not there through the whole movie. And I'm like, have you listened to the whole movie? Like it's there from the first scene that you're in.
And I think it does get stronger at some point. And again, like, because it was,
when you're nervous, when Peter is nervous, it comes out stronger. And that's actually real life.
Oh, that's great. I remember at one point, we were doing the unveiling, and I had to like talk to a room of people, and he is nervous or whatever, but it was the first time it was kind of like, a theater voice, like speaking quite loudly, and it was like strong because just the levels were whatever. And we don't have a dialect coach. Like a lot of the stuff I had to kind of do on my own and figure it out. So but I remember the director being like, it's coming very Kennedy right now. Like, okay,
you're a Kennedy.
we'll try to go back,
terrible
no, I was like, very charming, thank you. And again, like just a nice, like another element to add onto this thing, to just make it maybe a bit different, or put a different color or flavor. And it is first of all, it's such a colorful movie regardless. I mean, the palette that you saw Geraldine did, like it was,
the costume colors. I mean,
the costume color on top of it.
Yeah.
Just,
I don't think I've ever
add
seen
another color.
so much hype about a costume, like, about a wardrobe.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, and she's just really great at what she does.
We've never seen people be that excited about wardrobe, or the guy's wardrobe. When people were so like pumped about the wardrobe because it was contemporary, it was something they could see their significant others in. So when we had Geraldine on, like the women were like, where is that from? How tall is he? Because I got a tall guy. And what are those jeans? Like they had very specific questions, because she just like killed it. She just nailed that whole rich guy look.
She's very good at what she does. And she's she knocked it out of the park. I thought with
totally.
People are still talking about it, and they want to see what the costuming is tonight. So did you get to bring home any more pieces, or were you in a tux for that?
Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh, for the new one. I mean, it did that. But for mine, it was a lot of stuff that went missing off that costume.
She maybe told us that.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought I gave it back. It's weird.
She was like, it needs to go. And she had an interesting point that we hadn't really thought about. She goes, otherwise I feel like I'm filling up the landfills anyway. So
yeah. Well, and it's funny, like for funny producers watching this, they'd be like, give me my money back. But for any usually for TV, there's a big warehouse, right? Of
Mhm.
at least for shows that I've worked on before, there's a warehouse, and wardrobe gets used again and again when new guests come on. But when you're doing a movie, a lot of the stuff's bought specifically for that character, and then when it's done, it's like, well, like unless the other guys are going to be the exact same size, it's what are you going to do with this stuff? So
Right.
some of it gets used, but some of the pieces that are specific to those characters that are like, well, if you want it.
Right.
I paid for everything. I don't know who's watching this. So
When are you gonna wear your plum suit?
What about the plum suit?
Are you gonna wear it? We need photos.
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
got, I don't have it with me here, but yeah, next time I got to put a suit on, maybe. If those TCAs ever come back, that we used to
Yeah.
before
That's
the
a good idea.
pandemic.
Yeah.
That was a fun time to go down and kind of party with the Hallmark people. So
Yeah,
if
but
that ever
that-
comes back,
It's hard to do that when you're social distancing.
hard to do. But everything seems to be kind of easing
Right.
up a little bit right now. So
Right. It is actually
maybe.
pretty quiet right now. So I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah. We're getting a lot of things lifted around here, so that's
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah, same up here. Same. There's a lot of stuff being lifted right now. So fingers
Uh,
crossed.
I know.
Fingers crossed. So let's ask about other projects. We know that there's at least a Christmas movie out there somewhere.
Maybe there
Yeah.
might be. That might be a reason why I'm
Better
here.
half,
Is that
Oh,
what
you
you're
know
here?
about that?
Oh
Did he
yeah.
tell you about that?
Well, we saw a
Oh.
TikTok about it, and then Kayla told us about it.
There's
You saw a TikTok about that?
that TikTok went viral.
You
What
didn't see it?
TikTok? No,
What?
I'm not on TikTok.
Well, you need like a grandpa TikTok now.
Right. Going grandma
I
TikTok.
Isn't there enough things to look at? Like
No, I
TikTok
don't
is
understand
dangerous. I've
TikTok.
seen a couple things. You just like flip, and you eventually just like scrolling, and you're like, "What am I watching now?" But
No,
I,
so
you know,
made
how
a video.
rich people get. Oh, so I made a video.
You and Kayla made a video, yes, and then for
remember that.
Wendy, and she put it on TikTok. And
Oh,
you
yeah,
and
I
talked to us.
No, I didn't do that on TikTok. She did it on TikTok.
Yes, correct.
Yes,
So
yes.
You
our
made the
sound
video.
guy,
You sent her
yes.
a video, yes.
Our sound guy was,
Yeah.
I think he wanted to impress her or something, and he's like, "Yeah, she knows you from so and so or whatever. Can you could you send her a picture?" And I was like, "Give me your phone. We'll make a video for her." And then she
Yes.
put it on.
And
she
then
put
that
it on
went
very
viral.
TikTok.
sweet, yes.
Yeah, that was, and actually, I think Kayla's mom sent it, or sister or something, that was like, "Hey, you're viral.
You're on TikTok.
Yeah. So you know what? I'm on TikTok.
Yeah, you are. No. And
Yeah.
then we had her on our Instagram live.
Yes, and I saw that because I saw I must have been tagged in something because I saw like a picture or whatever.
What,
And she
we
was like,
tagged you?
"Hey." Yeah. So, and you know what? I wonder if he's gonna be running sound. I'm gonna ask him how that.
That's
Or,
Don't ask us.
yeah. Don't ask.
Don't ask.
How do you guys know everything?
We follow her on TikTok
Well,
now.
now we're friends. with
Okay. Don't ask him.
her. Don't ask him.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, don't
All right.
ask.
I'll just say, "Hey, man.
So is that
How
what you're
are
back? You're still working on your Christmas movie?
Well,
Maybe.
maybe canceling too much, but possibly, yeah, we might, be here doing a little reshoot. So
Okay. Does that happen
Maybe.
very often? Do you have to reshoot things very often?
not very often. No,
Okay.
no. So yeah, they didn't think we loved each other enough, I think is what it is. So
It wasn't convincing.
We
That
saw
wasn't
no
convincing
chemistry on
enough.
No
screen.
chemistry on the
no,
shot.
they're like, "We can't use any of this." So yeah, no, it's another situation. But yeah, we're in and out, so we have to go in tomorrow to do
Okay.
a day and pick something
Sunday.
up, and on a Sunday. That's right.
Right.
You do it because you love it. We're going on
Whatever.
Sunday.
Lots of people work weekends, so
Yeah,
It's true. You do. I don't.
I do.
You work weekends?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I work at a hospital. I work at a children's hospital.
Oh, well, that's amazing. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Good
I'm
for
a
you.
pharmacist.
Wow, that's great.
And
I guess
like
you do have to
you.
work on the weekends.
Yeah.
Holidays, weekends. Yeah.
Holidays, weekends.
Yeah.
It's
that's so
always
great.
open. Those things are always open. And so is filming, clearly.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, but yours is so important. That's so great.
Yeah.
That's great.
No, we love the kids. They're great. So
Yeah. Superhero.
Aw.
Definitely. So
something-
Go ahead.
Something
cut you off.
like that. You ask. Go ahead.
Okay, so our second, we had two major topics of DMs when we said that you were coming on.
DMs mean direct messages.
Yeah,
right?
they messaged us. Lots of
I know that.
lots of messages. Everybody wants to talk about cameos.
Yeah.
You want to talk about cameos?
Yes, because people want you to know that they loved your cameos, and I think too it happened during a time where it sucked. Real life sucked. So you brought a lot of joy to people doing the cameos.
That's really nice.
And everybody wanted to express their thanks to you and their hope that you'll do them again someday.
Oh, that's really nice. Thank you. Yes, I will. I mean, that you're right. It happened at a time, it was terrible. And I have a lot of friends in like the theater, and that's what I did before I kind of did more film and TV. And, unfortunately, live entertainment really took a beating, and these people were I didn't know what they were going to do. So there was this fund called the Actors Fund of Canada that I decided I would, do the cameos for. And it did so much better than I thought. It was stressful. Like I would be sitting having dinner with Kayla, and I was like, I gotta do 30 by tomorrow. And at the beginning, I was like trying to do like a production, like I was lighting it, and I was thinking of all these fun things to do. And by the end, you're just like, because you want to make them personal, but you're like, and they just keep dinging, 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 and you're like, okay. But I got them done, and it was, and I had a blast doing them. And that's so nice. And I hope people really enjoyed them, because I really did try to make them as personal. I think that's why it was getting so stressful, because you're like, I needed like a day with each one to kind of, you're reading them, you're like, okay, what can I say? And what's something. So that's really nice. And yes, there'll be another, thing that I'm going to raise money for, and we'll do a cameo again.
Awesome.
So
we love that you picked the Actors Fund of Canada. That was a great fund to support. And all those theater people are displaced during that time. Live theater is now coming back, and we're all happy to see that. Yeah. So that was a great. So would you do it again for charity?
Oh yeah, I mean, it'll always be for charity. I would, but it's I'll probably pick a different charity this time. But as the live stuff's coming back. But yeah, I don't know what charity they'll be yet. But expect for sure this I'll do one again this year. And we'll open it up for
people. Will be very happy to hear that.
I get an email from the cameo people every once in a while. They're like, "Hey, there's a spot for you. If you want to come back?" Like, I'm sure.
Well, I did buy one for myself, and I love it. So thank you.
Oh yeah. Oh, you bought one for yourself?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. I mean, don't think that I remember doing it.
No, you're not going to remember.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I did remember. I said, thank you so much for the cameo.
Yeah, that's it. Perfect.
And did I sing in it?
You did.
I did sing in it. See, I remember.
You did. You sang "Happy Birthday" to me.
Because I knew it was your birthday.
Yeah.
You turned 32, right?
You look like you're 27.
No, 27.
You look like you're 27, but
I turned 40.
40. Oh, okay. It's like that either backfired heavy on me. Okay.
No. 32, I'll take
32.
it. Right.
32.
Yeah.
I remember singing you happy 32nd birthday. So I'll do 33 this year for you.
Perfect. You actually said she looked like she was 27. So you're killing it.
Oh,
now you're going down on my list, Kevin.
Oh no. Oh no.
Fantastic.
I see what happened.
Kidding.
We also
they were a lot of fun. We bought one for our other pal in Suspenders Unbuttoned, and she just had a baby, and you sang to the baby, and that was a wonderful thing. She's 4 months old now, the baby. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You got to get her on. I'm sure she's got a lot of interesting things to say.
She
you got to interview the baby.
Rolling over. That's fun.
She plays the cameo for the baby. So.
Yes.
So do you keep that? Like, do they go away ever, or like it's just?
Well, I saved mine because when you get somebody telling you that you look 27 when you're 40, you play it on the big screen.
You do look 27. You do look 27.
That's why you're my favorite, Kevin.
Yeah, right?
Oh, no, she went away. She got off.
We could download them and save them. So,
Oh no, am I frozen?
are you frozen? That's too bad.
Because
We
he's
could
having
download them and
trouble
save them.
connecting.
Uh-oh.
No,
Wait,
I
are we
can,
there?
I can see
Did we lose him?
Kevin. See,
You
he
can see
can't
me?
see us.
I've
but
lost
we can,
Sarah a little
yeah, we
bit.
can
I can
see
see
you.
was-
you. Yeah.
Oh no, now I'm back.
Yeah.
Oh, now everyone's gone.
Oh no.
You're there.
I'm back. I'll drink my wine.
Right. Just take a sip of wine. You'll come back. It'll be back.
We'll wait for you.
Right?
It'll all.
Oh, Sarah's getting all kinds of good comments. I thought you were in your 20s.
Oh, I can't see the comment. Oh my gosh, we have 412 comments.
Yeah, we do. We're losing Kevin now.
Oh, Cade. Shout out to Cade. I did not wear my socks today, but I love my socks.
We lost Kevin. Come on back, Kevin. Well, wait a minute. How's everybody doing? This is a lot of fun, right?
We're having tons of fun.
It's a lot of fun. I'm hoping that he'll sign back in. Come back. Andrew's like, come back, Kevin, come back. Best guy at work. Maybe we need some Best Buy connection, right?
Right? We need the Geek Squad.
We need a Geek Squad.
Call the Geek Squad.
Right?
Let's see. Hi, everybody. I haven't had a chance to look at the comments. I see Emily, Mary. Mary, you're at your gate.
Right.
I see. Oh, Lena. Hi.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
look,
Lena.
look.
Yeah, I know, right? We all got
We
our
should do
McGarry's
a
mug
shout
on.
out to her. When
Yeah,
he
we
comes
should do
back.
a shout out if Kevin comes back.
Let me
Come
check
back,
my
Kevin.
phone.
I'm gonna check check your email.
I will.
I'm gonna check Instagram. Just come back, Kevin. We'll wait. We got time.
I mean, we're not going anywhere.
Right?
We'll wait it out. Let's see who else is on. Aaron,
Jim's on.
Valerie. I see Lillian, Brennan,
Aaron, Niner Girl,
Eileen,
Leah. I'm scrolling
I
through.
see Anne.
Barbara. Yep. Brennan. Dear Hallmark.
Oh, I see Jen. Ready
Just-
for the boots questioning. Oh, we haven't gotten
I'm
that.
back.
Oh, he's back.
He's
I'm back.
Woo!
You made
Don't
it.
worry. I thought you hung up on me because
Yeah,
of the
for sure.
32 thing.
Because I don't look 27.
Sarah, has anybody ever told you look like you're 27 years old? It hit me as soon as I came back on there. I was like, wow.
Only one person.
Well, they were right. They're a genius. Whoever told you that. You shouldn't hang up on me. Was that you? Did you hang up on me because it's the 32 thing? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We're back now.
Kevin's gone. X out.
Yeah.
Done. I'm canceling the fan page.
Oh no. It's gonna be suspenders buttons now.
For sure. We won't say anything sassy anymore. We'll be boring. That'll be
We'll button back up.
No.
We have the most comments we've ever had.
Right.
Wow.
No. The people
No
are pumped about
surprise.
the cameos coming back for sure. People really love those. You know, our cameo for Gabby, you sang before you got told you couldn't sing whatever anymore.
Yeah. I was like, hey, is there any like
Rules.
copyright thing? Could I get sued? And they're like, yeah, you better just take it easy on the other thing. So.
But a lot of people sing on them, so I don't know what the
I
rules.
don't. Yeah.
No,
I don't know.
really.
Yeah.
But you sang the Ernie song for Gabby's, which I love, and
Yeah.
that was perfect when that dropped because our music therapist sings that for the kids a lot. And
Oh, really?
yeah, so I love that when that dropped. That was perfect. So
Oh, that's great.
yeah, that was a lot of fun to get, and a lot of people had over here had gotten cameos. Brennan got a Minnesota one, and so and on top of it, Amy.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, Amy got the dancing one for Izzy, and Izzy's competing right now. So she's like, I told Izzy, Kevin's
Oh,
on.
yeah. I do remember the dancing one. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
She's competing right now.
Right now. Like she's
I
missing
hope-
this because she's competing. Yes.
I hope she gets gold.
So Dizzy Izzy, we love you.
Yeah.
Get
She's-
first place or it's dancing? Yeah. Is
dancing.
it gold, silver, bronze? Is that how the dance?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Uh,
Get the gold. We hope the gold.
The
We didn't
highest
go-
one.
we didn't go down that. I can talk, hockey or baseball or gymnastics. I didn't go
Yeah.
down that dance thing.
The
So
dance one. It's a big world. It is.
It's a
friend of
crazy
mine,
world.
Like runs conventions or whatever that, and it's
Yeah.
wild.
yeah,
Very
no, that's it.
competitive. Let's see. Do we have any good questions?
Yeah,
Oh, got a whole page of them there.
Oh, shh.
Yeah, you can see them
prepared.
too. You don't have to look, but you can see them. Everybody's saying they love you. They love their cameos. The wedding veil is on TV.
Right now. Thanks.
PETA.
Yeah.
PETA.
Yeah.
PETA.
Question about people are like, play something on your Instagram again. Put up a
Yeah.
song.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. More
Play
music.
something?
Yeah.
More music on the
More
Instagram.
music.
Okay.
More
okay.
music on the Instagram. Put up anything.
These
Whatever
are
you-
more.
People
These are more
want you to
requests
do
than
anything
questions.
more anywhere.
on your social
Like,
media.
they'll take whatever you give them.
Okay.
One
Just
tweet,
do more.
one
Got
tweet, one post. Everyone will
All right.
be happy,
Write
right?
that down. Do more for people. Got it.
You don't have to do it for them. Just do it for yourself. Like do something
Do
that makes,
more for you, Kevin. You deserve more. Got it.
whatever makes you happy. Whatever makes you happy. Okay, I'm going to ask a question. You've been able to sing in a few movies, and are we ever going to get to see that again?
I mean, you know, honestly, the producer reached out recently and was just like they're writing a musical, or they want to. I don't know. I mean, they want to pitch it to Hallmark, but they're working on a musical, and they're like, we're picturing you, and we're writing this.
Yes.
So
That would be amazing.
I mean, there's lots of stuff happens where they get ideas and they
Right.
write a thing, and maybe it happened, maybe not, but it's out there.
Okay.
There might be a wheel moving in that direction. I don't know.
People would go nuts. That would people would love to see that again.
You know what, we pushed. I know Aaron has been. We've talked about wanting to do a musical episode of When Calls Are. Like, and I think of like, I mean, I watched Buffy when I was younger, and Buffy the Vampire Slayer had.
Yes.
You know, you're 27, so you watched it also when you were younger, and
Definitely.
yeah, and they had a musical episode. And I remember thinking it was the coolest thing ever. Is that Joss Whedon wrote all this stuff, and anyways. That idea has floated around. We've got all the people that can sing on the show. I doubt it's going to happen, to tell you the truth, but
there's a lot of singers on that show.
Yeah, there's a
lot
talent.
of singers.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of professional rock stars on that show. Well,
Yeah,
at least one.
True.
At least
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, Jack Wagner. He's like legit rock
Yes.
star.
I did. I met
know.
Jack actually.
Did you?
I did. I went to Christmas Con and I had him. Let's do a shout out to Lena.
Yeah.
I had him sign my McGarry's bag. I have a bag.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah,
I
but-
want one of those.
I sent them to you, Kevin.
Where?
I sent 2, and I'm like, you're not going to use it, but you could give it to your mom.
I never. Okay, and actually, I do want to say this now because I mean, we've been kind of moving in the last year was insane. We were kind of like east and west or whatever, so we were moving along. I recently got a bag of like letters from at my agency. I'm going to write back to all of the people that I've got to thank. I just don't think, well, I didn't get this cool cup. But if anybody's watching and is like, I wrote you a letter and so I got I think I've sent a few out or whatever, but I recently got I wish I had some of the stuff here. I'm at a hotel. When we set this up, I was going to actually be at our place in Vancouver, but I don't have any of it here. But I got a bunch of cool stuff, and I want to thank you all for those letters and those cards and those messages. And I'm going to write everybody back. It's just kind of coming down after a very hectic kind of back and forth that's happened in the last few months. So, and just throwing that out there right now. But I did not
throw whatever you want out there.
I did not see those cups. And
I'm gonna be honest. I might have sent them to Kayla's agent.
Well, there you go.
So I'll have to email.
And she hates me, so she doesn't send me anything. So she probably just threw them in the trash, took a picture.
And I didn't plan on it, but everybody was like, "Did you send them to Kevin?" And I'm like, he doesn't want stuff with his like.
I 100% want a cup that says McGarry's on it.
All right, so listen, McGarry's, and it's got your hats.
Is there wine in that, by the way, from both of you?
Oh no, my wine is here.
Oh yeah, okay. Because I
This
saw
is coffee.
Yours is coffee. You want to know what's in mine?
Yeah. So shout out to Lena Erickson, who made the
Yeah.
logo.
Thank you, Lena.
She's the one that draws all the wonderful stuff that you see on. She's drawn Nathan.
Oh yeah, that's she's incredible.
Yeah,
It's
she's
really
amazing.
great stuff.
Incredible.
She literally drew our stuff for us, and then we don't break anybody's. We don't want to break their trademarks or their whatever. She's
now she's trademarked.
She's
She should be. Yeah, she should be.
But,
we did that for, what did we do that for? I don't know. Everybody wanted more merchandise, so she was gracious enough to draw that up for us, and whatever we sold. Oh, Greg's Wings.
We went to Greg's Wings.
Greg's Wings.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
That stuff went to Greg's Wings.
That.
Yeah,
that's great. That's so amazing.
We don't really make much money. We only make a few cents on each thing, but we don't want the money, so
we don't keep any of it. Yeah.
So we just pick things, and so pick things that make sense, and so Greg's Wings made sense. So
that's so great. Thank you for doing that and supporting that. And that was, that movie was supposed to kind of, did you see that? That was all about kind of fell through the cracks there. And lots of.
It's a medical education movie. Actually, it's about handoffs, and it's actually grand rounds. Right. And so, which I see grand rounds on a regular basis. So for me, it's a great movie. I'm just going to ask them, how did you get involved in that then?
So, I was shooting Heartland at the time, and one of the directors, Dean, was just like, hey, I got asked to do this project. And I read it and I thought of you immediately. Do you want to do it? So, and, then I met the family, and then, I really liked working with Dean, and I liked the story, and I thought it was an important message. And, essentially, what they wanted, what they were trying to achieve with it. Because it's essentially a short that they're trying to tell the story of what happened to their son, so it can be prevented in the future. And I just, I thought it was important, and I loved the team, and I was like, I'd love to do it. So, it was
so important. Yeah.
Very important. The family was, they were on set. One thing that was kind of really sad is that near the end of the movie, when, he kind of falls and, he loses his life. We shot in that house. That's where that happened.
Yikes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we didn't know if the family wanted to be there, what was going to happen, but that's where that happened.
Ooh, I didn't imagine that. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that his dad. So, as somebody who works in those situations all the time, that his dad relives doing CPR on his own son. I have a lot to say about that family and how amazing they are. Stepping forward. And medical handoffs are not just an issue in Canada. They're an issue.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, of course.
Sure. Yeah.
But exactly what you're saying, the strength of that family to turn a tragedy into something for the better to help, so it doesn't happen to somebody else. Yeah. Very courageous.
We were really very honored to kind of support them, however little amount we could donate, because I think, Julie works in that every day of her life. And then, I sort of had a medical issue with my son and falling through the cracks, and I related hard to that. So it was a really meaningful thing for us to do. So
thank you both.
We're glad we were able to do that.
But also as an actor, it's something very different than you had done before.
Yeah. That's just a side thing that was kind of nice about it. But it was a difference. And in the future, I think, if you're moving over to this, it would be, I think that's the idea, to kind of push a bit, to kind of go into some new areas that we haven't done, moving forward. So that is a goal, kind of moving forward.
I can see that.
Speaking of that, what do you want to do? What's your dream?
Oh, I know.
I'm sure you have many dreams, but
so many dreams. I am doing what I want to do. And very lucky for that. And again, so grateful, for both of you, and for all the people watching and supporting, because I really couldn't do it without that. And just be, as an actor, you want to do variety, you want to change things up a bit. It's not so much that you want to get away from doing movies about love. It's just maybe playing a different character, exploring other sides of maybe who I am would be great as well. I don't have a specific role. There's certain theater roles that when I become 65, I want to play George in Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever saw that play. I saw it on Broadway with Tracy Letts, and I was like, I mean,
Yes.
I'm way too young to do it right now, but it's one of those ones that'd be like, you know what, when I'm like 65, I think it was just so incredible. He won the Tony for it too. And
Yeah.
it was a 3-hour play, 2 intermissions. And I was just like
Mesmerized.
Mesmerized. That guy is
Yeah.
amazing. And so that would be, you know, maybe something down the road. But I think, you know, I've always been interested in comedy. I mean, I just like that. I don't know. It'd be great to do it all, you know, in all honesty. It'd be really fun to do a hard, you know, I've got certain stories that I want to tell too. So we'll see if that kind of happens. There's this one that I'd like to maybe write and direct and myself.
That's what we were going to ask. So.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, I've got this idea of like kind of this. I mean, I don't want to go into it too much, but this idea of who we're doing it for, essentially. Like, is it for us, or is it for maybe a family member or our parents or something? Like, who are we trying to prove that we're good enough for? And I've got kind of this story wrapped up with kind of a father and a son, and you know, it's got a bit of a road trip movie. So we'll see if anything happens.
Not a Hallmark movie.
Not a Hallmark.
I'm down for that.
I was, yeah.
Right,
I was picking it
100%,
once.
yes.
Oh, no, it won't be a Hallmark.
Yeah.
But on a Hallmark
I
movie,
mean, like
I'm
Hallmark
trying to get something off the
in
ground.
quotes, like.
Yeah, no, this wouldn't be a Hallmark one, but I am trying to get something off the ground with Hallmark that is a bit more. It's almost like a comedy adventure, really. It'd be like it'd be an adventure kind of thing. So
that would be fun and a little new twist to what we're seeing.
Yeah. It would be different for sure.
It's definitely time for a change, right? Like,
and I think you know, watching what they're doing right now, they are starting to change a little bit. I mean, even in the posters alone, you can see that, you know, it's not the same formula anymore. So it's an exciting thing when you are working for a company that is kind of on the brink of change, you know. So
right. We think your poster for Butterflies is like the best poster that's come out of Hallmark. And
for sure.
It's
hands down.
It's really good. Yeah. Kayla was like, "This is amazing."
It looks fantastic. We saw it. We're like, "Wait, that came out of Hallmark?" It's
I know, not used to that quality.
Yeah. No, I think it's really nice. I don't know. Yeah, they've changed it up, and even the wedding veil. They're all kind of the same one. But I mean, that's kind of more of a sweeping like movie poster. And another one of my friend Rich, who directed the Christmas House 2.
Oh,
right.
I saw the poster for that, and I was like, this looks like a legitimate, like you know,
poster.
and they're all kind of in throwing snowballs or whatever in the thing. But I was like, this looks great, and
like it's not a giant shoe.
Exactly, it's not 2 people standing in front of a green screen like this, and you know, or like looking over, hugging or whatever. Yeah, like it's changed, and I'm all for it. You know, like it. Granted, you know, it's a fine line. You gotta.
Right.
You don't want to alienate people that like, you know, what you are producing.
Right.
But at the same time, you have to move forward. Like a company always has to change and offer new things. So.
I wouldn't mind if they just like moved it to PG rating.
Move it up a
little bit for it.
Hallmark After Dark.
I'm all for that. I started Hallmark After Dark.
Yes, we're in. We're
Hallmark After Dark. Yeah, actually, it was reading The Long Tall Texan, which is the book based that The Wedding Veil is based off of, and that's when we started that kind of thing.
Oh, I did it when I did a movie. So Rich actually was the director that Christmas House 2. Well, I met him doing Song for Christmas, which is the movie I did with Becca Tobin.
Yep.
And that was like thank you. And that was one of the most fun movies to work on. She's very funny and great. Right. He was great. Everybody in the cast. I mean, it was more of like an ensemble movie, so everyone was just really great. I mean, we stayed in this little town in northern Canada and shot it. And I mean, you know, we'd go out at night and have fun. But we made these jokes a lot of the time. There'd be like Hallmark After Dark. And this was like 2018, 2017. And they made oh no, we're still in, right? I'll come back. Yeah. So 2017, whenever it was, but we'd make that joke all the time, Hallmark After Dark, and they made us like these shirts when we and it says it's Hallmark After Dark, whatever. So I'm saying that I did start that.
All right, so
I started that around
you.
2017.
Okay.
We just
We
didn't
need-
know it.
We need to make more shirts. Hallmark After Dark.
Hallmark
Yeah.
After Dark.
Kevin McGarry, Hallmark After
Oh
Dark. we're all
no,
in.
are we still here?
McGarry's
Yeah, I think
Hallmark
it's
After
great.
Dark.
I'm all for it.
No, that's been our running joke
It's
anyway.
frozen
So
again.
we're a little unbuttoned. So
Oh no, is it coming out?
I think you're still there. I think
Well,
you're still
yeah,
there.
you're just like in slow
Is
motion.
it out? Are we losing?
Yeah,
Come back in.
Are you still there? We're still holding. We're frozen. We're frozen. Is he coming back?
I'm still here, but I think it's
Oh,
It's
you
like
can hear us.
slow
Okay.
motion.
We're good.
Go and
Can
come
you
back.
see us? Oh wait, no.
Go and
think-
come back.
Go.
Oh, wait,
you're
you're back. Julie, I've got you. Julie, you're on perfect.
Okay,
Oh, wait,
Okay, and I've
Sarah's
got
down.
you.
Perfect. You're both on perfect. We
Okay.
did it.
we're good. We're good. We're
Okay.
just. We're
What
just
did I
hold
miss?
Still.
What did you guys say while I was gone?
We need t-shirts.
Yeah,
What did you
well,
say
need
while I was
t-shirts. Oh, so Kevin, to put you on the spot,
Yes.
I see
Please.
a lot of comments about people wanting to get more like McGarry's things. So, like, if you were to pick another charity, what would you pick? Because if I'm gonna put it back up, I need another charity because I don't want any of the money. I need to get it out of my account. So
When
pick
you
a
what
charity
happened? So you
and
close
let me
the gap a
know.
little bit. Oh, okay. I'll pick a charity and I'll send it to you for
Yes,
like when
that's
we do
good.
this again. When we do the cameo again. Okay.
No,
no.
yeah, we'll use the same
Okay.
one. That's fine. But people want more
Stuff.
stuff. I see it in the comments.
People
and
always
then
want more stuff.
people
People
want more
always
stuff.
want more stuff. Be happy with
Um,
what you have. You got a good thing
So I
going.
need like another charity to send it to. Like the first time we did the charity for Kayla's brother-in-law, and
Yeah.
then we did
Right.
Right.
Greg's Ming. So
Okay.
let me know what you're gonna do next, and we'll do the same
Maybe
thing.
we can all work together on a charity that.
That'd
love
be
it.
fantastic, and
Yeah.
we totally support that. Absolutely.
Okay.
Because we like that piece. I like that your cameos were for charity. It made us want to buy them. Everyone was like, "Yes, this is a great cause." Well, we're all in, which is probably why you were getting dinged so much.
It was a lot. I mean, I'm so happy I did it, but it was stressful. Sometimes.
Yeah, I imagine.
It's
Yeah,
gonna happen
but
again. It's gonna.
I know. And that's
gonna
why
be
it's like,
worse this
okay,
time. So
I gotta
pick yourself.
I gotta set aside a month to be like ready to go at any time because you're juggling like auditions and being on set. You're like, I gotta do this. I think I was shooting Wedding Veil while that was going on too. So,
Oh, sure.
yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
You know what? I think
I
people
wouldn't have been mad if you slipped into a PETA accent.
I
Maybe-
should have.
Maybe I'll order one for Sarah and say, please do the entire thing in
I
Peter's.
know. I think
Oh.
I even tweeted that. I'm like, please come on my podcast and do it in a Boston accent.
Oh man,
The whole thing.
I did so much prep. There should be like a filter you could put on where it changes
Right.
your voice to an accent.
Right.
I bet that would probably exist in the next year for sure.
I'm
So did-
surprised it doesn't exist. How much did you practice? Like, how much were you talking like
Peter.
PETA?
Like Peter.
Yeah.
Peter.
I'm sorry, but it's like the Family Guy. It's all I can hear when you say PETA.
Peter. Well, yeah, and then and he says like the yeah. I mean, so I got off of the thing probably a month prior to. So then I talked to a vocal coach and we kind of did some stuff, and I had to actually put a tape together.
Hmm.
Are you guys still on? Did I lose you?
Yeah.
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 Are you?
Oh, I think I lost you.
Oh,
Did
We're-
we freeze?
Can you hear us? We can hear you.
shoot.
I think we froze.
Oh,
What if I leave and come back? Oh,
okay.
Whatever you want to do.
Come back.
having trouble.
Come
Yeah, I'm
back.
gonna leave and come back.
Okay. He was perfect there, right at the end, but he'll come back. He'll come back.
Here come back.
Hey,
I'm
Kevin
just gonna
loves
throw a little
his
chapstick
filters.
on while we're off.
Anne's like, Kevin loves his filters, right? Because
Oh, that was funny.
dry here. He's coming. Is he coming back or is he still leaving? I can't even tell.
Wait,
Yeah.
Ann says we went from Best Buy to Sprint. Can you hear me now?
To Verizon, we're like went from Best Buy to
Can you
Verizon.
hear me now? Can you hear me
Sorry,
now?
I just gotta hop on. I'm gonna remove him so that he can try to come back fully.
Okay, perfect,
There he goes.
perfect.
Mary
Thanks,
says, "Can
Catherine.
this never end, please?" I'm here for as long as you.
Kevin wants to
He
keep
wants
coming
me to-
back.
I might just text my husband, like, don't forget to pick up
The children.
Yeah.
Don't forget the children. That's where we're at right now. Kevin will come back in a minute.
My
There he
daughter's
is.
sending
I
me
see him.
pictures.
I'm
You're
back.
back.
Yeah.
This is just what we have to do. I think it's honestly the hotel, like the Wi-Fi or whatever the hotels.
That's all right because you're
Yeah.
clear. Your picture is clear. When we had Kayla, she was a little blurry, and I felt
Yeah,
bad.
that's what I hear.
Yeah.
Don't mind me. I just need to text my husband.
You
Pick
go
up the
ahead.
children. Pick up the children. What?
Can't leave. Get
No.
them to take bus.
Yeah, no buses. It's Saturday still.
Oh yeah, right. Not all
Wait,
of
you
us
don't
work
have
on the week-
buses on Saturdays? Is that what you?
No.
Oh, school.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, she's at a birthday party.
Oh,
Yes,
a butterfly
horseback
birthday
riding.
party? Are there butterflies? Oh, they're horseback
Or,
riding.
oh,
There's
perfect.
a movie.
Yeah, she's horseback riding. Speaking of that, I have like a zillion comments about Heartland. So
Yeah.
don't say
Okay,
anything
let's go
about
ahead.
that and not being on the season. And
Well, I mean, I think so the last season, the big thing was it was just getting too hard to like go back and forth because they
Mhm.
shoot at the same time as One Calls the Heart.
plus, we're all sick of love triangles.
I bet. I was sick of it too. I mean, you're just like, oh God, again, it's happening again. It's
It happened
it
again.
is. I mean, yeah. It essentially with Heartland, it was hard to kind of do the back and forth, especially during COVID. You know, to fly from set to
Right.
set. So that kind of really got in the way. I have such a good time on that show. You know, I think the people are great. I really owe a lot to that show because it's one of the first ones, you know, that kind of took a chance on me. And then that I would think I was only supposed to be on that show for like a millisecond, a hot second, as when Lou and Peter kind of, you know, break off, and then she starts
Right.
dating for the first time. I was just supposed to be this
Yeah.
arrogant dude that she meets at the end of. I'm just always playing arrogant guys, but
The Tinder guy. You were like the
the
Tinder guy.
the Tinder guy who wasn't like a cowboy. I think he had like a leather jacket.
He
It was like, you
So
know,
by the next episode, they're like, yeah, let's
By
turn
the-
into a cowboy.
yeah, he's wearing a full-on vest, cowboy hat, comes in on a horse.
This horse needs to be fixed by
Yeah.
Amy, like they all
building
do.
fences. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know. That brings it in. The
100%.
horse can only turn left. It needs to turn right. We gotta go. Yeah. So, and then I think not only, I mean, I think they liked the work that I was doing, but it was just, it's such a family kind of show that if you get along well with the crew and the cast, everything's going well, they're like, yeah, bring them on. Whatever. So that kind of built into what that was. And then Michelle is just so much fun to work with too. And she's really got a lot of comedy in her as well. You know, she comes from that kind of background as well. We both kind of have similar comedian friends in Toronto.
Mhm.
And you know, she was just really fun to play with and play off of, and it just worked out, and it was really great. You know, but at the time when I was working on it, I was still able to kind of audition for other things.
Right.
So then when Calls the Heart kind of came around, they kind of locked me down a bit harder, that it was like, well, that's kind of like where it's going to be now. So essentially, I mean, I just got to swap horses really, and horses and
Right.
hats.
Right. And
Which we just
Yeah.
added to our cup, right?
Horses and hats. Yeah. So
Thanks,
and
Lena.
then, yeah. And then, but you know, anything with heart really is my
Right.
bag. They were like,
Oh.
oh, it's perfect. So, and the first show I ever did was a show called Open Heart.
Yes.
Right. Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
Dr.
that-
Hudd.
Serendipitous.
Yeah, Dr. Timothy Hudson, right?
Old Timothy Hudson. And you know what? I made so many friends on that show. If you look at where everybody is, everyone on that show did really well. You know, that's like still, you know, acting. And I mean, one of them, Mina, became Aladdin.
Yeah.
Disney's
Oh, right.
Aladdin.
Amazing.
You know, amazing. And Tori's doing she's on CSI right now, I think, in Hawaii or something. And Patrick, one of my best friends, is on Star Trek. Like, I mean, it's just it's that was a really special time. And that was also, it was in the same studio that does Degrassi, which is kind of the Canadian,
Yeah.
you know, acting school that
Right.
everybody has to do in film and TV. So they were trying to do something else. So like Degrassi was one studio, and then on the other side of the road, they built this hospital inside the studio, and they tried this show out. And it was just great because I got so much time like on set to just like, you were just always there and you were watching things and trying things. And so ultimately, I mean, it didn't go past one season, but it was so great to be able to do that because it kind of, I just was able to kind of keep going after that in other projects. So.
Right.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
and still, and it's actually only one season, but yet people still bring it up, or they're like, I'm watching Open Heart now. We hear it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know the only, I think with the thing with that show is it just had so many, like it had like the kid kind of story, then it had the resident story, then it had the older doctor story. So like it was just, there was a
Multi-generational.
lot. Yeah. Like it could be a family show, I guess, because it had something for
Right.
every age
Right.
group.
Well, it was, right? Wasn't it like Nick Jr. or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Teen Nick or whatever. Yeah.
Teen Nick.
Teen Nick. Okay.
Teen Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
No,
yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was great.
Yeah.
And
there's a lot of
Yeah.
good gifts out of that one.
yeah, I bet. There's a lot of good gifts out there. I mean,
Niner Girl is on here. She might be responsible for about 5 million of the gifts.
oh,
of
well,
you.
thank you so much. The gifts make me laugh so much. I love all of them, and I love that. Like even texting like my friends back home, there's like always a gif of me that I can send somebody.
The library is
bizarre. It was Niner Girl or Julie that made it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you both.
Whatever. Yeah. My very first gift was you saying from the season 7 live, I was on rounds, because I literally need to use that. Like, every
He's
day.
always on rounds. I can't. I mean, some of the things sometimes I'm like, why am I not here? Why am I on rounds? There's nobody in the town. Like they're all in the saloon, and I'm riding around by myself. It's some of the. There's that scene where I think they're all like releasing those paper lanterns or whatever.
Yeah.
And like
Where are
I'm
you?
just crying
rounds?
alone in the forest. Like it
Right. What up with
on
that?
rounds.
Right. Well, the end of season 8, and the kids are all walking to school, and Nathan walks Ellie to school all the time, but he's not in that one. Where are you?
On rounds. Ben always
rounds.
makes fun of me.
Yeah.
Ben's always like, I'm supposed to
I
be on
get that
rounds.
one dropped to me a lot. Like I'll start texting Julie and then she'll just drop that text. And I'm like, don't text her. She's actually saving lives right now. And I'm just being a mom. Like
I'm on rounds. It's like a great, it's my baseline. I need it for every day. So,
Oh, that's good. I should get a gif of you then being on rounds that I can use.
right. I
I
can probably
gotta
send
do a
that.
gift being on rounds.
Yeah.
On rounds with
Jen
my
says pipes and wood. Yeah. Okay, that's
Pipes and
funny.
Wood. That was from the book that the wedding veil was based off of. There's a lot of things we wanted to happen that didn't happen. They go to Lowe's, and there's a good like fight in Lowe's over.
Oh, really?
We're shopping for pipes and wood. So there's
Not Hallmark appropriate.
Not Hallmark appropriate, but still sounds
But
like a
there's
pretty
a
good
gift.
movie.
Yeah. It would have been a good
Yeah.
movie. Yeah.
it would have been a good doing.
It
Actually,
would've.
I want to ask. You are a big foodie. We see the foodie. The few things we get posted. Thanks, Kayla. Foodie. So during the cameos, I learned a new word. Actually, 2 words. Wobbly pop.
Oh, you didn't know Wobbly Pop?
No one
Not
in
around
the,
here.
no one in the
Wobbly
States
Pop.
knows wobbly pop.
We just say,
For
yeah.
nobody from Minnesota? I thought Minnesota might
Right.
for sure.
You know,
yeah, they
totally.
would have. It's like, I mean, it's I think it's a big Canadian thing for sure. Get some Wobbly Pops in you. We all know what that is.
Well, it didn't tell me
You
when
know.
I figured it out, but
Yeah.
I mean, my husband brews his own wobbly pops.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Pours it out. Looks all beautiful. Makes the house smell, but like hops. But
Yeah.
if you're out to drink and you're ordering a wobbly pop, what do you order?
What's my go-to Wobbly Pop?
Yeah.
It changes based on the
Yeah.
season. I mean, the other day we were out. There's a brewery in Toronto called Mill Street. I had a Tank House the other day. That's like an IPA. I was out the other day with Chris, Lucas on the show, and we again IPAs. Actually, you know what? IPA. We had a lot of them. It's IPAs, I guess, in the winter. Maybe
Yeah.
a Pilsner in the summer. I like
Okay.
a Guinness from time to time if I had a long day. Or
Okay.
I go back. I don't. I've stopped drinking. Like Bud Light and I can't do that. When I was younger, it's the thing where you show up to a party and you get like a 12 and you're like, oh god, it's just water. And anyways, I've done all that. That time in my life is gone. But I like to have some pints and some Wobbly Pops now. But yeah, I stick more to like the craft beers now or the specialty beers.
Yeah, love
Or
that.
I mean, wobbly pops. If we're talking
Wobbly
about. What's your go-to wobbly pops, both of you?
Yeah, my
So
go-to
I'm
is
gluten free, so I do not drink beer anymore.
There's gluten-free wobbly pops.
Yeah, I know.
She's like,
I'm more wine, I think.
yeah,
I
yeah.
like wine too.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's actually in this cup. It's a Diet Coke.
Oh, hey.
Is it tiny though, Julie?
It's not. Is it a tiny Diet Coke?
Is it a tiny Diet
There
Coke?
might be a gif about tiny Diet Cokes.
Yeah, I mean, Kayla and I drink too much Diet Coke as it is. So yeah, we started buying those tiny ones, and it's like you just feel like you're a giant, right? Like it's,
Well, you are a giant.
I exactly. I'm already 7 feet tall, so
Right,
that's what I
You're
feel
like Bruno,
yeah. Yes. Yeah.
7 feet tall. No rats though.
Rats down your back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
he doesn't have kids, Julie.
He doesn't have
You
kids.
do not know
Well, we've been
Bruno.
seeing Bruno.
No,
all the
I
time.
was going along with it, being like,
Oh,
maybe
No, he
Bruno's
doesn't know Bruno.
her
Lin-
husband. I don't know. I'll just keep it.
It's the new big Lin-Manuel music.
Miranda.
Music, yeah.
the Disney
And it's a-
movie.
Disney
It's a
movie.
tall man with rats down his back.
He's actually not, but it's the song We Don't Talk About Bruno is like, okay, I work in a children's hospital, so I just hear it all the time.
And I just
That
have
was-
children, so I hear it.
I see. That was text to me the other day, but we don't talk about Bruno. I had no idea what that they were
well,
talking
you
about.
should dive down that rabbit hole and start down all of Lynn's music. He wrote all the music for that movie, but it's been number 1 on the charts for 4 weeks now, I think. So,
Oh my god.
right?
Well, I gotta check that out. I mean, we're so
I
behind.
mean,
and everything.
honestly, you don't really need to because you don't have
You don't have kids.
to like spare
I
yourself.
think I should
No,
try
it's
it.
healthy.
Yeah.
You don't have to dive down it, but it will just suck you right in.
Oh,
Um, All right. Well, I ask him. Well, what's your favorite wine then? If you're
Yeah,
not
what's
drinking
your favorite
wobbly
wine?
pops, what's your favorite wine? Go to.
Well, we do light reds a lot of the time. We've got this there's a lot of Chianti,
Mhm.
Pinot Noirs. I like a nice cab. So yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, I like a drink from time to time. And yeah, what do you guys got there? You have white wine?
I was
What do you
actually
got?
drinking prosecco, which I never have in my
Ooh,
house. Yeah,
Fancy.
but it was nice. And I'm watching out for the piano.
Yeah.
So don't worry.
Yeah. And I have a Pinot
Oh,
Noir. That's
I see what you did there.
I'll tell you what I
see
had
you did
earlier though,
there.
because it is Saturday and it's later here, so it's almost 5.
Yeah, no, it's same.
I was
We're all
like-
in the same. We're all in the same.
Oh, are you in my time
time
zone right
zone.
now? Are you Eastern?
Yeah, at
time?
Ottawa. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Julie's the only different one now.
I'm in Central.
No, I was drinking.
but you're
peanut
1
butter
hour
whiskey.
behind us.
Yeah, she's an hour.
You're
behind.
drinking peanut butter whiskey?
Yeah,
I've
you
only
haven't?
heard of that. I've only heard of it. I've never had it. So is it
Yeah, it's
good?
probably like fake whiskey. I don't know. But my husband
Yeah.
had it, and it's the only one of his whiskeys I could drink. So that's what I had
Wow. Just straight peanut butter whiskey
with ice
on the rocks.
on the rock.
So you'd go in and you order peanut butter whiskey on the rocks.
I've never ordered it out in public, but yeah.
That's an opening line in a movie for sure, of a woman
Right?
walking in and ordering peanut
You
butter whiskey.
You write it, we'll watch it.
Absolutely.
just put
No,
it in.
I'll help. I was just asking my husband earlier because he bought me a nice coffee, and I was pouring it into my McGarry's mug, and I'm like, "What do you think about adding some peanut butter whiskey to that?" Actually, kind of sounds
Worked
good,
out?
right?
Yeah.
Coffee with peanut
Butter?
whiskey.
I think
Yeah.
that sounds really good
I'm gonna
actually.
try it tomorrow.
Right? It'd be like like they do the coffee martinis or whatever. That could be
Right, like an espresso
yeah.
martini. Yeah,
Yeah, espresso martini.
there you go.
That sounds delicious. Not.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem like my thing, but
That's
know,
the
we did
official drink of Suspenders Unbuttoned.
we have a whole bunch of drinks. We have an entire lineup of
We
drinks
did.
man.
We
Yeah.
did do drinks. I forgot about that for Christmas.
for Christmas. Uh-huh.
We
We
did
had
like
recipes.
a whole week
Yeah.
or month of
Yeah.
Kevin themed
Wow.
drinks.
Yeah, drinks.
Kevin
Don't look at
themed
it.
drinks?
We
We
did.
did like
I got
McGarry's
Anna's.
Mule. We
Oh, yeah.
did hot
got-
Mountie Toddies.
Yeah.
What else?
Wow,
did we
I
do?
think I saw the hot mountain.
Yeah.
What was the tastiest one?
I did not drink them. Oh, we did Professor Plum.
You just named it.
Professor
I saw
Plum.
the Professor Plum. I saw
Professor
Professor
Plum.
Plum.
Well, that's the one I wanted to drink, but it wasn't in season. Like I couldn't
Right.
get whatever
Plums.
the plums.
Oh, I thought you meant you couldn't drink it because it wasn't in season. I was like, wow.
No, I just couldn't get the ingredients, so I had
Oh.
martinis at my friend's house instead.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I messaged Anna from To Your Health Bakery, who was your baking.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes. We should have won. She was
Totally
great.
should have won. Totally
She's
should have won.
lovely.
We had her on the podcast.
Yeah, she's great. How's
She's
she doing? How's the bakery doing?
She's doing great. She was just on a featured bakery on the local news just the other day. So I was like, way to go, little rock star. But I got the cider recipe from her that she made during the competition when you had to make a drink besides.
Yes. Yeah.
So I made that. I made the homemade cider. Then we just spiked that, rum or whatever.
as you do with cider. Yeah.
That's what we do trick or treating.
That's what we did on the show. Don't tell anybody. It was perfect.
Yeah, you should have.
They didn't show that part on the no.
No, so that was one of the drinks we had too, though, was Anna's hot cider, and then we spiked it.
Great.
So right.
Great. That was a lot of fun doing that. I also got to it was wild. That was the first reality TV thing I ever did. So, getting used to the way they run those things. They would vote somebody off and everyone's like, oh, and then, you say goodbye and you hug and they walk away. And then a voice would come over and they go, oh, we didn't get that on camera before. Sorry. Can she come back and get voted off again?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we were all like, what? And they have to come back and do it again. And we're all like, because we know what's happening. So we're like, oh, sorry. And hug again. And I hope we got it that time. But
who won that? Was it Kevin?
Oh, Ricky. It was Pascal and Ricky.
Pascal.
Who, Ricky
He's won
he was like a professional
they were
chef
suckers.
It was not an even playing field there. That was not an even playing. I mean, they all had bakeries, but a lot of them had little. And he's like Mr. Competition. I won a million of them.
Executive chef to the
Well, listen, Anna was the most impressive. She was 23.
I know that
with her bakery that's gluten-free, dairy-free. I mean, this is what my family needs near me. I was like, ship me some food, please.
Yeah. She had to put up with me. She got that far. She got that far with me, and I he said everything I was touching was falling apart.
She said nothing but good things.
She's very sweet.
Except that you don't know how to count flour.
That's evident. I think on the Instagram, one thing I did post was that one of the producers cut up our stuff together, and I definitely screwed up a couple times on that. Did she say Hecker's flour though? Which is the flour that
her
quality flour.
She just said it on Go ahead, Julie.
Yeah, the comment under Kayla's video that she just put up, and she's like, sugar, butter, Heckers. I'm like, you win, Anna. Best comment under there.
That is very good. That's very good.
She's messaging me back. She's like, had to. I'm like, yeah, you did. Because you guys are like the Heckers spokesperson, which we do not have Heckers flour.
I thought it was made up, but it is an actual. That's why I was promoting it so much, because I thought it was so funny that we had this make believe flour, but it's a legit flour. So I'm still waiting for a royalty check for both of
Heckers
us.
flour.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah. Are they ever going to do that again?
There was talk about it. I mean, honestly, with the COVID thing, it really shook a lot of stuff up for plans and everything. And then there was a shift in leadership and stuff up there. So things changed. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how the numbers did or whatever. A lot of people watched it though. I was surprised how many people, or at least that talked to me about it, were like, yeah, it was great. And it was, it was new, and we would all do it again. They asked us if we would do it again. I was like, yeah, we had a lot of fun. And it was also just where I was in the season too. I didn't know everybody as well. I mean, Chris and I knew each other because we were the new people, but I didn't spend a lot of time with Kevin or Pascal at that time. So we were all at the same hotel. So it was just really fun to, hang out with everybody, then go back and have dinner and, have a couple of pops and talk about the day, and then get up and go back and do it again. And it was a really fun time. And I think we would all do it again if the opportunity presents itself. But,
I want in.
Yeah. Well,
I know you're a real baker, Julie.
You're a real baker?
She's a real baker.
It's like being a real boy or something like that. I'm a real boy.
Yeah, real boy. We'll be on a team then.
Let's go.
Perfect.
All right.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'll just come and Instagram it all.
Yeah, we'll Instagram it all. I'll post because clearly he's not going to.
No, but think of the gifts. Think of the gifts that'll come out of it.
Gifts. Yeah.
Right, Niner girl, she'll just make them left and right as we're going. Yeah,
perfect.
I'm all in. Let's go. Let's win the whole thing. Take take down the super. I'm the chef of whatever.
Yeah,
Right.
we'll bring Ricky back and we'll beat him.
Take Ricky down.
Do it.
Yeah.
I'm down. I love it.
Well, we've had him on. Probably took up way too much of your time at this point.
Oh yeah, no, it's great. I'm so happy this worked out. That we were able to make this happen. And
yes,
as much as I'm as much as I'm not on social media, I do see all the things that come through. Whether Kayla showing me or a friend showing me, or I see on my own. So thank you both so much for all you guys do for promoting me as an actor and a person, and also all the people watch that I can't see. I imagine there are people also. So thank you to the pictures and the gifs. Oh well, thank you all. Thank you for all the promotion and stuff. It doesn't go unnoticed, and it just makes me feel great. And and honestly, I think the wedding veil, I owe a big part of that success to a lot of stuff you guys did. So you really promoted that movie really in a big way. I mean, even on this last one, they were just, I was talking to the producer, and they're like, your fans are insane.
We've talked to them.
In the best way. You guys,
we were trying to make that happen, but she's busy.
Yeah. Oh, it was great.
So,
it was really great.
In that note, Kevin, why don't you tell all your fans to make sure they're going to watch Feeling Butterflies? Because we would love to get those really high numbers for you.
Oh, I would love that happened. And yeah, I hope you all tuned in. I mean, I think it's for one, it's Kayla and I in a movie together, which is going to be a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
I think it's funny. I think I've worked with Marita before as the director, and I think it's going to be great. And I look like I work at Best Buy for most of the movie. So I mean, I can't wait to see all those gifts.
They're out there already.
We're already working on them. There's a flat here, Catherine and Brennan have been taking them around. So it's a lot of fun. Well, thank you very much for coming on our podcast. Hang on for a second, and we'll have Catherine take us out. Thanks everybody for joining us.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks everybody.
Thanks again.